back, guys. This is the MMA Neighborhood. Woo. I'm Devin.
I am Steve.
And we are going over UFC 303, Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka 2.
Yes, indeedy.
It was a nice card. We got a lot of fights, a lot of good fights on this card from head to toe. And you know how we always start this. We started off with the famous Steven prelims.
And the prelims did not disappoint.
No, they did not. They were beautiful, man.
Your boy Ricky Simone did lose. You know, this unanimous decision.
Yeah, I was sad. The guy he faced, what's his name? That guy was
Vinicus Oliveira.
That guy was a pretty good striker, man. He was really flowing out there. Had some good movement, threw Ricky off. I wish Ricky would have tried to take him down more, but it wasn't Ricky's night. But good job on the other guy's part.
Yeah, straight up. And then we're gonna just go on to Andre Arlovski. He lost a split decision.
Probably the worst fight of the night. Really slow. Two heavyweights just hugging it out. Really.
Yeah.
I heard it's Andre Arlovski's last fight in the UFC.
Well, he did get cut after this fight, so he is no longer a part of the UFC. So no more Pitbull.
Yeah, and I'm sad, man. Farewell to Arlovski. He said he's going to continue fighting, so maybe probably PFL pick him up or something. But
I mean, I just don't know how good. Because, I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, he's still fighting. He's still being able to, last in fights. But he's not dangerous anymore, man. He might get a lucky hit, but he doesn't strike anymore. Yeah,
the Pitbull's lost his bite. But, you know, he's still a legend, and I've always loved him. Even though he's had a slow run near the end. I'll never forget that one fight he had with Travis Brown. It was a wild. It's probably his last good fight, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a farewell to him. I hope the best for him. But let's go ahead and move on, man.
And then we're also going to say farewell to the karate hottie, Michelle Waterson.
Dude, she was making me water some in my eyes, bro. Every time.
Dude, I'm not going to lie, bro, because we didn't watch this together.
Yeah.
Man, that shit kind of made me really sad. That shit made me sad. I was like, fuck,
dude,
man.
I cry every time I see someone retire now. Like, every time, bro. I cannot handle it, bro. I just start crying. Dude, I love karate hottie, bro.
I mean, man. I mean, props to Gillian Robertson. I mean, she fought well.
Gillian Robertson's a solid fighter, man. She's really good on the ground. Some great ground pound submission artists too. And it's just sad to see karate. I think it is a good time for karate hottie to step away.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm just sad, man. It's a sad time. But farewell to the karate hottie, baby. You're a legend, always will be.
Yep. And then we're gonna move on to the performance of the night fight by Peyton Talbot. He knocked the dude out in 19 seconds.
I might have missed this one. How did that one go?
He knocked him out in 19 seconds. That's how it fucking went.
It didn't go much, huh?
Yeah, it was that's a good one. Fast as shit.
There you go.
And then, Cub Swanson versus Andre Touchy-Feely. Now, did you see this one?
I missed that one as well, man.
Do you know who won?
I believe Touchy-Feely.
Touchy-Feely won by split decision.
Yeah, I heard it was controversial. That's what all I heard about it. Was a lot of people had Cub winning that.
Well, in the preview, I didn't give Cub Swanson a chance. I just wanted him to put on a good fight. And look, Cub Swanson was doing really good. Mm-hmm. Really good, way better than I anticipated. So that I'm gonna eat my words up a little bit on that one.
I heard Touchy-Feely was touching a lot, just like holding him. He's huggy Philly.
Well, when going into third, I had it 1-1.
Yeah,
it was a close fight, dude. It really was, and I understand people saying Cub Swanson won because you know what, he might have won, but I think overall, I think the control of the octagon, I think Touchy-Feely was getting that, and I think that's what and eventually won him the fight in the third round because I wouldn't say he was holding on to him, but he was doing a lot to control the fight.
Yeah.
So it was a good fight, dude. It was an excellent fight.
I'll have to go back and rewatch it.
It did get fight of the night.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was an excellent fight. You should go back and watch that one.
Oh, definitely check that one, man.
And then another performance of the night. After that, the dude I was talking mad shit on because of his performance against Jack Hermanson. Joe Pfeiffer versus Mark Andre.
Body bags, baby. He put his opponent in a body bag real fast. First round knockout. That was a KO of the night for sure. One of them.
Yeah, I mean,
you doubt him, didn't you? You doubted him.
I did doubt him. Hardcore. And he made, I ate my words on that one, too.
Yeah.
I'm man enough to admit it.
I feel like you turned your back on Joe Pfeiffer a little too soon. I think he's going to be someone to be feared in the welterweight division or middleweight division.
Middleweight, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a great opponent for anybody. He's going to be a tough opponent. And, yeah, he had his setback with Jack Hermanson, but I'm still on that body bag train, man. I think that he's going to learn a lot from that. He looks like a big Gaethje. Gaethje's learned from losses. I'm thinking he's going to take the same path. I think this guy's going to come back and do some work.
Yeah, well, it's like I said in the preview. The way they were hyping up Joe before the Jack Hermanson fight, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable. This dude was going on podcasts. This dude was doing everything. Fuck, I think they even put out like a little show episode based on his life and his trials and tribulations. It's like, bro, fucking relax.
Hey, man, he's knocking people out.
It just didn't add up to anything that last fight. So, yeah, I kind of fell off. I was never really on the train.
Yeah, I know you weren't.
But, I mean, at least this one, I was like, okay, you kind of redeem yourself in my eyes.
Look, he's got hype for a reason. He's putting people in body bags. This guy's a knockout artist. He's fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Keep a close eye on the guy.
Now, talking about hype trains, let's move on to the main card.
The main card of UFC 303.
Ian Machado Gary versus Michael Venom Page.
So this one stunk for me, man. I was Everybody's fuck, man. Ian Gary's got some hype. He's got the train going. He's undefeated, and still undefeated. He was able to pull off a unanimous decision over Michael Venom Page, but not in the way fans would expect. He went to wrestling route. He went to pussy boy.
He made him a
route.
Wrestler.
He turned into a wrestler. I don't blame him because Venom Page, like I said, was gonna have that speed advantage, which he did.
Yes.
He was catching Ian Gary some nice shots. Or quick in and out right hands were really landing pretty hard on him.
Yeah. I mean, really, you said it right. I mean, he did do what he had to do, but it was boring as shit.
Yeah.
And you know me, I don't really like to call fights boring, you know? I try to be somewhat like, okay, this is what's got to happen, you know, and whatnot. But, I mean, even on the ground, he wasn't doing much.
Yeah, and I like the ground. I'm not saying the ground's boring, but do something with it. The first round, he did have a scare. It looked like he had Michael Venom Page's back. And I thought he was going to get that rear naked choke.
Which was super close.
It was. And then the second round, Page was able to really get him on the feet. To me, it came down that third round.
Yeah.
And which was, I don't know, man. I'm still skeptical on the win on this because I feel like Page got the better damage on him in that third round. Because
I think the third round was when Gary was just holding on to him.
Yeah, the last minute or so, he had his back.
Yeah, he was just holding on to him. And Page wasn't even on the ground.
Yeah, he was standing.
He was just folded over.
I kind of give it to Page in the sense, I mean, I could be a little biased, but I didn't see where Gary did anything damaging in that third round. Besides taking his back for the last minute, I didn't see any damage coming from that. So.
No, he wasn't throwing strikes. He wasn't doing it. He was just literally just holding on to him.
Yeah, he had all three judges give him 29-28.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a split. I thought Page didn't do enough, but he was definitely the more damaging of the two.
Yeah.
So I could think Ian Gary just scratched through that one, barely got that win in my opinion. And he did train your boy the Bronx. He trained with Damian Maias. He's trained with the best grapplers ever stepped foot in the octagon. So I give him respect in that aspect that he's actually working really hard on his jiu-jitsu and ground.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll give you that.
And Page obviously needs work on the ground. If he wants to make it to the top dogs in the UFC, he can't be letting someone like Ian Gary just kind of control him all throughout the
This dude
rounds.
has no takedown defense. He has no takedown defense at all.
It was bad, similar to Wonder Boy, man. How you beat Wonder Boy? You're gonna tackle him, you're gonna take him down, and you're just gonna control him. It's a shitty way because Michael Venom Page and Wonder Boy are both insanely creative strikers, but anytime they get paired with a wrestler type deal, it ends up being a snooze fest. So
yeah,
that's what comes to my idea for the pick for this fight. The next fight, I believe Michael Venom Page needs to take on Wonder Boy. I know he has respect for him, but I want to see Wonder Boy and Michael Venom Page, man.
All right,
I'd love to see that fight.
Well, I'm pretty sure they both said it would be a boring fight with their fighting style, so I don't know if that fight's gonna. I mean, sure, we could see it. But
at very least, give him a striker. Let's keep him on the feet. But who do you got for? Who do you think Ian Gary should fight next?
Oh man, no. See, that's a curious thing because is he still gonna be calling out Colby Covington?
I don't know. Kobe seems to be in the dark right now. I do like that matchup though. I like to see it.
Yeah. Well, let's just do that then. Or because I believe Usman
Yeah.
is fighting Shavkat.
Is that real? Is that booked or is that just rumored?
I don't know if it's officially booked yet, but those are some hard rumors. Like, just hypothetically, if Usman does fight Shavkat, maybe Ian Gary takes the winner or loser of that one.
Yeah, I'd like to see Gary go against either one of those guys.
Straight up.
So, good picks, man. Who we got going on?
Now, the women's bantamweight bout, which was better than we thought on one side. Myra Bruno Silva versus Macy Chasson.
Yeah, this Bruno Silva looked like it was a stinker in her last fight against Rocky for the title. But she made up for it this one. It was such a good fight, man. It was pretty solid.
She was throwing down.
Yeah, it was one of the better fights of the night. I was a little disappointed in how this card turned out. I think maybe because Gary kind of started it weak.
Yeah.
But these girls put it on, man. It was an exciting fight. I think it was 1-1 going into the third.
No. It got stopped in the second.
Stops in second? Oh, shit. So, you sure about that? Got stopped in second? Wow.
Yep.
Okay, so... Yeah, the first round might have been Bueno Silva then.
Yeah, the first round was for sure Bueno Silva because she was throwing them hands, man. She was landing. She had very high percentage, I thought.
Yeah, Macy would not open up. She wasn't throwing nothing.
Yeah.
The second round's when Macy started opening up.
Yeah, and when she got Bruno Silva on the ground and started throwing, she threw that elbow and really opened up Silva.
Yeah,
opened her up.
With head wide open. her head sliced. She sliced that head, baby.
Dude.
That was a nasty gash, bro.
Yeah, and then they got up, and then they stopped it when they got up because of the blood and whatnot. And they called it TKO doctor stoppage, which I was on the fence about. When watching it, I was like, man, we've seen worse.
Nah, Steven, you're tripping. I've seen less get called. I think this was a good call. Her whole eyebrow was about to get removed off her head.
I'm saying I was on the fence. I didn't say it was a bad call. I'm just saying, they could have left it up. But to give Macy some credit, she was starting to open up in that second round.
She was.
So the second round was really becoming a back and forth until Macy got on top and then threw those elbows, and that ground and pound was vicious, you know?
All it took was one nasty elbow. That gash was worse than when they called the Nate Diaz-Jorge fight, man. It was bad, bro. The whole eyebrow was split open. Bueno Silva was contesting it. But, dude, if it wouldn't have gone any longer, that eyebrow, she'd be freaking tattooing her eyebrows on, man. The thing was going to leave her face. So, great job from Macy. I think that deserves a title shot, in my opinion. I think Macy should be fighting Rocky next. I find that as an intriguing matchup. Bueno Silva goes back down the ladder, man. Who do you got fighting next for the two ladies?
Because I think Juliana Pena is going to fight Rocky next.
Oh, yeah, we can't forget about Pena.
So I think Macy should fight the winner.
Yeah, I mean, hang out depending on how soon they get that fight booked. I think Macy deserves next, man. She started a little cold, but she opened up. Nasty cut. She gave a lot of respect to Silva. It was a good chick fight. It's hard for me to say that sometimes, but that was a solid one.
This was also a performance of the night fight.
I give it to him, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was it woke me up from that Gary fight.
Yeah,
pretty solid.
Yeah, so let's move on to the light heavyweight.
Yeah,
Anthony Smith. What?
Go ahead.
Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze.
Yeah, those girls woke me up, and then I went right back to sleep with Anthony Smith because, dude, where was the Lionheart in this one, man?
I told you.
You're right. A middleweight comes up and beats Lionheart.
On short notice.
And Lionheart just beat a very, dangerous opponent in his last match. A very big guy. And I was just like, couldn't believe. I mean, Anthony Smith short notice as well.
Yeah, but I mean, bro. He was getting outstruck by the dude that, like, he's not even known for strike. He got striking, but come on. You were getting pieced up, homie.
I think that was one of Anthony Smith's worst performance. The second round, I believe the guy got him down, and Anthony Smith was giving up his back, and the dude was just hitting him on the side of the head. And Anthony Smith stayed there for 2 minutes. Yeah. He wouldn't get up. He wouldn't even try to get up. He looked gassed. Smith looked gassed, man. It did not look good for him at all. The middleweight, I mean, you gotta be careful because the middleweights, you gotta expect they have more cardio. They're gonna have more cardio. They might not have the power, but they're gonna outlast you in there. But
Yeah.
Really bad performance for Anthony Smith.
Yeah, and then, it's like you said, and I'll say it again just to kind of rub it in. I told you so. Anthony Smith, he's a choke artist, especially when it comes to fights that he should win or big fights that he needs to win or a stepping stone fight. He always loses these.
Well, see, he's a choke artist in multiple ways. He can choke people out, and he can choke during the fight and lose.
Okay,
so,
he finally did that in his last fight, and everyone's supposed to suck his dick all of a sudden again? No, yeah. I'm not buying it. I wasn't buying it, and I was right not to buy in it.
I mean, I wasn't sucking it, but I was a little bit stroking it.
You were stroking the shaft hardcore, bro.
Smith, I thought he had this, bro. I wanted him to call out Pereira afterwards, and it didn't happen, bro.
Oh, dude, part of me really just, if that was to happen, and he called out Alex, just a berating nonsense on Reddit, bro. That would have been great.
That's
just
all
to
I wanted. You know what's really messed up too? I forgot to mention in the last podcast.
What?
Smith's last win, Bruce Buffer. I'd never seen him do it. He said the other guy won when he announced the winner.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Bruce called the other guy the winner, and then he corrected himself, but still, only on Anthony Smith, man. He didn't expect him to win, huh? He still gave him the love.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what that does for Roman, because that was a light heavyweight fight. Yeah. I doubt he's gonna go up to light heavyweight.
I don't think so, but he has fought in light heavyweight, and I heard somewhere that he's ranked top 10 in both divisions now.
Really?
Yeah, so that's pretty. Whatever he wants to do, whatever he wants to do, and he's coming off a loss in middleweight, so he's got choices. Well, yeah, I think he should stick to middleweight. He's still a smaller guy. He got lucky. Smith without an off night for sure. So I don't know who he fights next. I don't know who Smith fights next. We can just, if you have any picks, let me know.
No, I got nothing because it was kind of just random.
All right, bro. Then we'll move on to the co-main event of the evening.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Who we got for this one, Steve?
Well, it was supposed to be Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. Mm-hmm. But 4 hours before the fight, I guess Brian Ortega was running a 103 fever, and the commission came in and said, no, we're not going to let you fight. So prior to, preconceived notions of fans saying Brian Ortega, didn't want to fight, the commission told him and said no.
Yeah, this was unprecedented. I hope I'm saying that right. But
unprecedented?
Yeah, unprecedented. It's never really happened before, ever. They literally pulled Ige out of a massage he was having. They called up Dan Ige, said, "Do you want to fight in like 4 hours?" And he's like, "Sure, why not?" And Dan Ige stepped in for Brian Ortega and took on a very dangerous guy, Diego Lopez.
Yeah.
He didn't have to take this fight. They made a catch weight fight, like 160, 165, something like that.
Yeah.
And I love it because, you know what? We almost lost the co-main, and we needed that co-main because this card was not going good. So I'm so impressed that Ige was able to step in and save the co-main event. It was a great fight. It was a great fight, dude.
It really was. I mean, I'm bummed because I was really looking forward to T-City, baby. You know what I'm saying?
But I think you got saved there, brother, because I know Diego Lopez would have tapped your boy out.
You know what? And you could keep saying that. Yeah, talk all that smack all you want.
Steven got saved, bro. He got blessed. You have to come back to this podcast and say, "Oh, my boy T-City got,
You know what?
He wasn't going to have to come up and make excuses for his boy. He was good.
Dude,
he got blessed, man.
First of all, if T-City lost fair and square, I'd be man enough to tell you.
Yeah.
But right now, this is not excuses. This is facts.
T-City dodged the main, bro.
He didn't dodge.
He dodged the main.
He didn't dodge.
You
see that verbiage that you're using over there. You know what I'm saying? It's perplexing.
We're going to heat him up, baby.
Don't hit me up, man. Why you got to do that to me, baby?
Oh, yeah.
No.
He dodged that hair coming his way, bro. He's going to get that hair choke. Oh, well, yeah, Diego Lopez looked really good against Dan Ige. Mind you, Ige stepping in 4 hours, just getting out of his massage. And Lopez was able to, he put it on Ige for the first 2 rounds. He was putting it on him.
Yeah, for sure. Because, it was all Diego the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, but then that third
round
got a little scary.
It was,
got a little scary. Ige started fucking letting loose, man. And he was putting his hands on Lopez. I think he even dropped him. He was looking good, man. It looked like he was turning tide. He needed more rounds.
Yeah.
Ige was on him, dude.
Well, they needed this fight to be an actual featherweight fight and not a catchweight. Well, because it was supposed to be a featherweight with Brian Ortega. Then, all of a sudden, it was a lightweight fight. And then now all of a sudden it's a catchweight fight.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't help Diego Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez
in any sense.
Gotta give props to Lopez. He took on whatever he could, whatever was offered. He had to weigh in 3 times, dude.
Yeah, so he might have been getting a little gas at the 3rd round, but I mean his body was fluctuating probably so much. You know, he probably never had time to like really rehydrate properly.
Yeah, there's no game plan.
You know, so he was kind of I'm really impressed by what and how he was able to fight with what the situation was.
Yeah.
So good for him. I'm like super impressed. If you know, Brian Ortega, he's calling out Brian Ortega again because he wants to fight him. So I say let's make that fight happen, man. Let's Diego Lopez versus Brian Ortega. Let's make it happen.
I like that one. Hopefully Ortega can show up healthy. But I wouldn't even mind seeing a rematch, dude. Ige looked good in that 3rd round. I want to see Ige at weight. I want to see them both at weight with the planned fight. The only reason why this happens is because Ige was scheduled to fight like 2 weeks after this matchup, so the commission was able to approve it. But I don't even mind to see a rematch because, to be honest, I would like to see a main event fight night, Ige versus Lopez, because that was a solid matchup, man. I mean, Lopez was given to him, but that 3rd round, Ige was firing off on the boy, and it wasn't looking good for that 3rd round. So I would not mind seeing the Ortega fight, but I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch as well.
I agree. I mean, personally, I want to see Brian Ortega more, but I wouldn't mind seeing these two fight in the future.
Yeah, be awesome. And now it's time.
Come on.
For the main event of the evening. Alex Pereira versus Jerry Prochazka. It's the best I can do today, baby.
That was good. Your vein didn't pop out your forehead this time.
It came out my neck. Something bulging out the neck. But, this is the 2nd fight.
Another performance of the night fight as well.
Pereira took this boy out in the 1st fight. It was very competitive, though. And then Steven called this one. I'll let you go and take over this one, man.
Look, it's, shockingly, you went for Alex in this fight, too, in the 2nd one.
Well, I did say if Jerry could implement some grappling, which he did not, he's going to lose if he doesn't. So,
but back to, what I said in the preview, it basically came to fruition in the 2nd fight. Alex Pereira was going to be able to make it quick work, easier work. He was never once in danger. I think Alex Pereira has him figured out to a T.
Oh, yeah. He has him locked down, dude.
Dude, at no point was Jerry anywhere close to being successful in this fight. Even at the end, before the 1st round ended, Alex Pereira just lands a solid hook to his face and drops him right at the bell.
His infamous left hook money shot. It could have been over, dude. It was on the last second of that round. Mm-hmm. Jerry was still had his wits, but he got dropped hard.
Oh, yeah.
And even before that, Pereira's landing leg kicks and chopping Jerry's leg apart, dude.
Yeah.
He's just destroying him head to toe.
It was a full dismounting.
Yeah, and then the second...
Dismounting?
Dismantling, yeah.
Dismantling, yeah.
The 2nd round starts in what takes like not even a minute, and a switch head kick.
13 seconds.
13 seconds in the 2nd round. A switch head kick. Boom! Jerry goes down.
Dropped him.
Pereira follows up some shots not even needed, and it's all over.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. Alex Pereira, dude, once he gets in that, that headspace of being able to figure, because that's another thing. Jerry is too unorthodox. It's going to be easy to counter for a top A, like an A grade striker like Alex Pereira,
Yeah.
I honestly didn't see Jerry. And basically what happened, I didn't see him having any success, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, I don't know. He's saying he was. What did he say? I think he said he's had staph before this fight now.
I don't know if he's making excuses. I haven't heard
now,
nothing.
apparently, and that's another thing that's fucking bothering me. Yeah. All these fighters that lose, it's like, I was dealing with the staph infection. Man, shut the fuck up.
Steel's heated up.
Just a man. Dude, you got your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Own it like a man and move the fuck on. Now he's calling for a 3rd fight. He's like, I know I could get it if I didn't have that staph. So he wants a 3rd fight with Alex. I'm just like, bro, go back to the forest, whip yourself with some poison ivy, whatever the fuck you got to do. do whatever the fuck. Lock yourself in your house with no food and water, no lights. Do whatever the hell you gotta do.
What's going
you
on,
samurai motherfucker. You got your ass kicked. All right? I'm sorry. I respect you, but you just shut up. You lost.
Yeah, and like you said, Pereira's got him figured out to a T, dude. Like, he's leg kicking him. Jerry ain't liking it. Then he starts hesitating because he's getting kicked in the leg. His legs are getting taken out before he even gets hit in the head. And, bro, that switch kick, all I can say is, wow, Pereira, GOAT to me, the current GOAT of the UFC, in my opinion. This guy looks unstoppable. He's been a double champ. He's knocking everybody out. Yeah, he got taken out by your boy Stylebender. Lucky one. It's cool. But everybody else has just been getting ran over by Pereira. You know, he's took out Hill in a minute. I mean, dude, it's just a monster, bro.
Yes, indeed.
He's a fucking monster. I love him. I'm so glad UFC's got him. He's the #1 star at the moment, man, besides my boy McGregor. But,
my God.
You know, he replaced McGregor, and McGregor China will happen. It will happen this year. But Pereira, who would he fight next, Steve-O? Who has we got? He's running over everybody.
Now, there's only two choices for me. Magomed Ankalaev, or he moves up to heavyweight and fights for the belt.
Yeah.
That's honestly, I think either one of those.
Well, I know Ankalaev just finally started talking shit. He said, I'm going to knock out Pereira. Good luck, motherfucker.
Yeah, he said he'll need
Good
15.
luck.
He said no wrestling for 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, he's going to turn the wrestler real fast. But I think your boy John Jones been calling him out too. I want to see John Jones, baby. I want to see a super fight. I want to see Pereira and John Jones, but that's if Jones gets past Stipe, so we don't know who we're picking for that yet.
Apparently, John Jones came out and said he's fighting November 9th.
Yeah, that's when he was scheduled to fight last year, so hopefully he stays healthy. We get the Stipe match, and we can go from there. But I would love to see Pereira and Jones. I think Ankalaev, like you said, is next in line.
Yeah.
Pereira's going to run this boy over. He's going to left hook this boy. You already know what's going down.
Can I just go on a tangent real quick?
You already did, but go ahead.
So, Jones versus Stipe, November 9th. Co-main, Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler. How big is that fucking
McGregor
card?
would never be a co-main, my friend.
Oh, come on.
Either way, that's my birthday card, so I'd love to see it happen, bro.
There's no way they could put Jones and Stipe co-main. There's no fucking way.
Well, he ain't
There's
gonna
no
put
way.
McGregor on it. We will see a Stipe and Jones. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be epic, and it's gonna be. There's so many good fights to happen this year. McGregor will fight still. We got the UFC Sphere. You know
Dude, that's gonna be insane.
Oh, Mexican Independence Day on that one. That shit. We got so many good ones coming up, guys. So stick with us. Sorry we're a little late on this one. We've been busy, man.
Yes,
but we are always here. This is the MMA neighborhood, baby.
Yes, and that's the MMA neighborhood's coverage, the post of UFC 303. And guess what? If you want to listen to more, where they can follow us on the YouTube, Devin.
At MMA Neighborhood.
And the IG.
At MMA Neighborhood _Graham.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, because it's not the MMA Neighborhood without you. I am Steven.
I'm Devin.
And we will see you all when we go over UFC 304.
Let's go.